morning, everybody. Afternoon, morning, wherever you may be in the world. My name is Starry Ray, and I am on the most fantastic podcast ever to grace your screen. So this is called Getting to Know Me, and I'm so delighted to be here, and thank you so much for having me.
Oh, thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you.
I'll try and behave myself, I promise.
Oh, no, you ain't got to do that on this show, babes. You do you.
Okay, then. I'll do me.
So, Starry, start off by telling everyone who you are, where you're from.
Well, I'm from all over the place, actually. I actually live in Kent, in Medway at the moment, but I was born in Cheltenham. It's quite posh up that way. It's in Gloucestershire. And I travelled a lot because my dad was an armed robber, so I didn't have the quite normal kind of upbringing. So that's where my songs come from. That's why I write, and I love writing music because it's kind of an escapism for me.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. That's crazy. What was that like growing up?
Actually, you kind of get used to it, but it stays with you. So basically, I can't stay in one place for too long. This is the longest I've been in Medway, for like over 4 years. And I didn't really want to do that to my youngest because my youngest is still living at home. And I didn't really want to, he'd already lived in 6 or 7 places before I moved here. And I was like, do you know what? I'm just going to settle. But I can't settle. As you know, I like to travel and my feet are itching. I'm bored of this place. I want to travel. So it does get in your blood a bit, you know?
Sounds exciting.
Is that just moving around or the robbery as well?
Well, when you're a child, you're kind of like protected from all that in a way. So we kind of knew something dodgy was going on, but we didn't quite know till we got older. And then you're just told to be quiet. That's why I wrote Ask No Questions, Tell No Lies.
Love it.
It's on my album. It's called Tell No Lies. And it's basically a story literally about that. So we'd get put in the car. I'm the youngest of 5. And in I don't know whether it was stolen or what, but a car, a van, anything that was going, taken to another house. We squatted, we rented, whatever we did whilst he was on the run. He'd get us all in. We wouldn't say a word. And you're kind of excited as a kid, but other times it was really, really, it wasn't exciting. You knew that he was really angry, and my dad's a big guy, you know, and it was kind of scary too. And we went through a lot. Like, we were literally starving as children, left alone a lot. And, you know, you get to a point in your life where you just think, I don't really give a shit if it hurts people, but it's the truth. And you realise it's actually abuse, and we were abused in the most horrific way possible.
Yeah.
Now I won't leave anything on my plate because I just have this thing for it where I hate going in restaurants and I see people order big steaks, and it's like real simple things in life. Well, a steak's not a real simple thing. You're lucky to have a steak, right? But just anything, a bowl of pasta. If you go to a Toby Carvery, say, or a Carvery, and you know you get people and they fill it up, put what you can eat. You can go back for more.
Go back, yeah.
And I just really, and I say to my kids, no. And I've said it to Mum, but I'm not cruel about it. I just say, just have what you want to eat and then have more after. Because for me, food and that being so hungry was actually, it stays with you. That pain, it never really goes. So we felt that quite a lot. And I'm the youngest of 5, but my sister Kerry's only 7 years older than me, right? So imagine all of us under the age of 7. So it's like, she basically looked after us, and they would scrimp and scrape and try and go scrumping for apples, and it depended on the season. They'd come back with berries, and they'd always like take care of us little ones. Sounds horrific actually when I'm talking about it. I think I need therapy.
You'd get on with me and Jane just fine.
I'll line you up with some therapy after the session.
Do you know what? I'm all for therapy. Everybody has mental
Yeah,
problems in life, so big on
yeah,
therapy. But
yeah,
music is my therapy, you know? And I think that's why I turn to it.
yeah. Good. A lot of people are like that. I think. It's
Mm.
like a bit of an escape, isn't it?
It's such an escape. It's like you're in another dimension, you know? It's like when I work with Jack and he takes me to another dimension. His voice is so unique. And I, you know, and it's really nice because I'm a vocal coach, but I'm also learning from my students, you know, like they teach me so much. I think, oh, I never thought of doing it like that. And that's nice. Or sometimes I have to learn how they're doing it with their voice. So I'll do
Yeah,
some really weird things like I try, I do some weird stuff, you know, and I try and see how they're singing it, and I think, okay, but you're learning all the time, so it's pretty incredible.
yeah.
Yeah, no, 100%.
When did you
Yeah.
find get into music and start writing your own songs and stuff and performing?
Okay, so I've always performed to myself. I'll tell you a little story that I've never told anybody actually. Uh,
Exclusive.
You heard
yeah,
it here
exclusive.
first.
You need to stick that right across the screen. So this is quite interesting. So when I was, I think 7 to 10, we moved to southeast London, and I was kind of settling down, kind of making friends. I loved listening to music, right? So I never had I never had access to an instrument or anything like that. So I would just listen and learn, and I was very grown up, even from the age of 2. I knew exactly what was going on around me. It's been a real strange thing and kind of a gift as well. And then when we moved to Woolwich, Woolwich in southeast London, which is outside of Woolwich, and they had the River Thames. Well, anyway, nothing was built there then, and I used to just wander off at 10. Right, you could then in them days, what I did was I was out in the street at 7, so very young, and I used to just go and sing to the top of my lungs. Right, and I used to just imagine that the River Thames, I used to climb all the way up, and I used to be there alone, right? And the River Thames, I used to watch the tide come in, the tide go out. I've been there for hours, and I'd just walk around. It was all overgrown. It just felt like a wonderland to me. And I would just sing, "When I Need You," Leo Sayer. Just listen to him. Otis Redding, any country song I could devour, and I used to just practice my voice, and there was a kind of echo, and it kind of come back to me, and there's never ever been a beautiful rehearsal space as that. So that's what I did. I come home and started writing songs when I was about 10, and I was always really scared to write songs about my true life, because Tell No Lies caused a massive argument in my family.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
you can't put our dirty laundry out there, blah, blah, blah. So I just went to my dad and I said, because he's still with us, he's 82. I said, Dad, I've written this song. I'm going to play it to you. It's about us. And I really want your permission. If I've got your permission to release this, then I will, because this is how I see my life, right? Anyway, I sang it to him and he went, I love it. He was really drawn to tears, and he's just said to me, Dolly Parton came from nothing, and she writes about her life stories in every single song, and it's a message to people. And if you can inspire just one person with that, he said, then I love it. Don't care about what anyone else says. It's about him, do you know what I mean? It was about all of us, but and then I was like, okay, I'm going to release it. So I released it. And
Brilliant.
and I do, and I try and write everything I try and write about will always be a truthful song. It won't be made up. It will be about a page torn from my life somewhere. So
Yeah, Tell Me No Lies is actually my favourite song by you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it's
Absolutely love it.
very soulful, isn't it?
Yeah, I do love it. I normally listen to it on my Instagram when I'm putting like posts and
Okay,
stuff up. I
that's
always put
nice.
that one
Thank
up.
you.
Yeah, it's my favourite song by you. I love
Yeah.
it. That's good.
Oh, thank you, Jack.
So when you are
You are so
biased, so when you're writing a song, what does that look like for people? Like, do you just sit there and just harmonize with yourself, or do you have like an
Yes.
idea when you're starting a project, or?
God, it comes in all different ways. I see music as colours, by the way, in spectrums. So it may be a blue song and it's all different. So the lighter area will be the light blue, and then the darker tones go to really dark. It's really strange, I know. And so that's how I see music in colours, right? But how did it come to me? I can literally be sleeping and have a download, right? So, for instance, I wrote the one in the river, which isn't recorded. I haven't recorded it yet, and I haven't got any music to it. But it goes like this: it goes, I had a dream, right? So the dream was it was a massive hurricane, and I've got 5 children myself, right? So I went and repeated the pattern. And I was like grabbing all the kids, get on the roof, and then we were using sticks to like navigate through this tsunami. It was a tsunami, right? It just took everything out, and then I just started singing, right? And it's so mad, and it goes, "You'll be the sunshine, I'll be the rain, I'll be the one in the river, I'll be the sunshine, you'll be the rain. You'll be the one in the river. When you're in the river, you know it's your turn. These are life lessons you have to learn. No use in crying, thinking this is the end. Pick yourself up and start all over again. You'll be the sunshine, I'll be the rain. I'll be the one in the river." I woke up and I was like, no way have I just written that.
I love it. I love it.
That happens all the time. I was like, no way have I written that. So there's an app you can sing into. I forgot what it's called, but you sing it and it tells you if it's a song. So it wasn't. There was nothing like it. And I was like, yeah, I knew I wrote it. Because I had a dream. And so that's the down. That's called a download that comes really quick. Another one I wrote called "You Shine On," which is also on the album, and I've done another version on it on my first album. And I was waiting for someone outside Tesco's to do their shopping, right? And the download came, and it goes, "Oh, I do believe in you, Lord, as I wander here alone, thinking about my life gone by." And the chorus is, "You shine on like a lantern in the distance, bringing love with your assistance. You guide me with your light. You shine on." It's beautiful. It's a real gospel song. But like I looked in the glove compartment because it was a download, and I found this. I don't know what it was. It was like just a pamphlet, and all around the edge was white. I've got it still. I keep all this stuff, right? So it's all around the edge was white, and I'm writing this song as small as I can around. They came back out, and I went, "I've written a song," and then I sang it, and I was like, "Wow, what you just wrote that?" I was like, "Yeah, it took me about half an hour to write."
Wow.
And it's a beautiful song, and I'm very spiritual, and I do believe in God. But at that time, I don't think I know what I believed in. I knew there was something, but what it was, I wasn't really sure. So downloads. I've got songs I've written I've not finished as well. So I've got literally 2 bags stacked of lyrics. And stuff I have finished but I've never recorded. But usually the melody comes with me. Always the melody comes with me. And the lyrics just come, like the blues one I was playing for you. I'll play for you quickly. I wrote this in Nashville, so it just goes, I don't know if I can remember the lyrics, so it just goes, I finished the song, but I've got to record it. Okay, it's going to go on my new EP. I got no bones underneath my skin. I got no power anymore within. Got a heart I chose the day, the blues agree. I hear the chant of an angel calling, a lost melody buried deep in my head. But they don't know I won't be coming, lost in the blue. That's all I'm going to give you
I
anyway.
love
But...
it.
Oh, thank you. I can't wait to record this one because, like, I'll tell you the story. I was in Nashville recently, a couple of weeks ago, and because I went to bed straight away, you know, and then I woke up so early, it was 6 a.m. and I was like, I'm awake. Never been awake at 6 a.m. ever, because, you know, I'm a musician. So it's like 2 o'clock. Oh, no, half an hour more, you know, like in the afternoon. And so I woke up and I was like, this is really cool. I'm getting up really early. I was so proud of myself. And I just thought, I'm going to write a blues song. So weird. Like, the download hadn't even come yet, right? So I grabbed this guitar, because this is what I took. And I actually had it really low because I'd lost my voice. So it was really down here. I got no time to read my Bible. It's the lowest key. That's the only way I could sing. And so I took the guitar and I've recorded it on my phone. And the lyrics I'm singing to you now are the lyrics that came. Like, I didn't even know what chord that was. And I think it's like a C sharp minor somewhere, diminished. It's a really weird chord. And it just felt like I wanted it. It was really, really old. It's so old fashioned, you know, and I've never written, I mean, you hear the sunshine, oh, but that's kind of old fashioned too, isn't it? But it just like, it was just there. The melody, everything. And I was like, this has come from something else.
Yeah.
This isn't mine. And it's almost as if you're given a gift, right? This is what I firmly believe. You're given a gift, you're given a download. If you do nothing with that, the next person's going to get it.
100%.
Right?
I agree.
Do you?
I agree.
So weird. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, I agree. I think it will move on. If you don't do anything with it, right, you were given the gift, you did nothing with it.
I call it
We're giving you 2 months, sat on your ass.
I call
We're
it
going to
God's
give it to the next
winks. When he
person.
gives you a wink, you've got to take it. If you don't, he's winking at
Yeah.
someone else. That's what I call it. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, I want to write a song. Does he
God.
wink at you?
Let's do it now.
Yeah, let's write a song. Okay, let's go to Capo 2. Let's go to C. Does he wink at you? Does he wink at me?
Oh, I love
When
this.
God gives you a gift, when God gives you a
Take it before he gives it to me.
take it for it gives it to me. Okay, we got it. Oh, I like it. Oh, so that's how easy it is, you know, when you're sparring off someone.
Yeah, honestly.
Does it give it to you? When it give it to me?
Here you go, guys. Writing a song live.
You're writing a song live on air.
Starry, tell everyone why you was in Nashville.
Yeah, so I've got a lot of friends in Nashville, a lot of musician friends, and I really wanted to go and play my new material at all the open mics, you know. So I went over there. My intention was to record, but I ended up doing something completely different this time, and it was really went with the flow. It was a nightmare to begin with, by the way. We left the hotel room that we were in because I got bitten that night. It was awful. Anyway, so Chloe and I wrote a song called Travelling Girl, okay, which you've heard.
Yeah.
And they said, oh, you've only got one song. So the first open mic night we went to, we said, well, let's do our one together. Well, everyone thought we was a duo. And they went, Mum and daughter duo, you're better than the Judds. That is what they were saying. We are the British Judds. And they couldn't believe it. So every gig we did it together, apart from one that I did on my own, which was the it was a showcase. We played a lot. We played the Commodore, and I did the National Nightlife Theatre by myself as well with all the Opry boys. That was amazing.
Oh,
I got up at the Baldwin Street Blues Bar, sang a little Tennessee whiskey with a scratch band.
amazing.
And it was so good. But most of them I sang with Chloe. We also got to co-write with a couple of top writers out there too. So one I'm going to give a shout out to, and his name is Pepper Brooks. You should look him up, and I will send him a little message and get you to maybe get him on your show.
100%.
He is, yeah, he's going big places, you know. So we wrote a song called Keyhole with him, and it's basically about almost being there, almost being famous, but they're just not opening a door for you. So all you can do is look through the keyhole and go, I want to be in there. That's where I want to be. And he did say that there's a top secret in the music business, which I'm going to tell you now. It's not a secret anymore. Is that so when you're really famous and you're in the other side of the door, you don't let anybody in, right? And you don't really acknowledge them until you break through. So you have to break through yourself one way or another, right? When you do, they love you and you're welcomed and everybody wants to co-write with you. And so that's it. So it's like, you know, it was kind of like, do you know what? I'm just going to keep doing it. And I said to him, I'm going to break the bloody door down. That's what I'm going to do. So we're thinking of ways that we could get in. And I'm like, I'm breaking it down. I'm going to kick it down, give me a sledgehammer, anything. But that's me. I try so hard. And it is a really hard cutthroat business. You have to be made of steel to be able to carry on. And it's the journey for me that counts, right? Because people forget that. They're like, I want to be famous, I want to be famous. But actually, when you're famous, you want to be something else. Yeah. And it's the same as anything in life. When you get there, your dream's not ended anyway, right? So enjoy the dream, and enjoy every little moment and celebrate every little moment. When you release a song, celebrate it like it's the biggest thing you have. That's how you get noticed. You get noticed by celebrating your small achievements. That's the things that add up to the big one.
Yeah,
right? I love that. It's so
it's
true.
Like inspiring, and inspiring other people. You've got to inspire other people. If you're just singing, oh yeah, I ate my toffees on the sofa and I don't give a shit about anybody.
Toffees on the sofa. Play the song.
I love a toffee on the sofa. I love a toffee on the sofa. I do. I mean, look, I love a toffee on the sofa. But you can't write about that. You've got to inspire people. You know, you've got to say, what is it? Who am I? And actually, right in the beginning, you don't really know who you are, but you still have to kind of write inspiring songs. And a love song has been written a zillion times, right? You've got to find that little way that nobody else has thought about of saying I love you.
Yeah.
Right? That's the key.
Yeah.
So you got to say I love you. What is it? How are you going to say it? Because everybody else has done it already. Like
100%.
So it's trying to find a new way.
And I think just helping each other. Like one of the reasons why me and Jay wanted to do this podcast is to give people a platform and a platform to tell their story. Because if you're not famous, you don't really get the opportunity.
Absolutely. This is like, you know, this is such a great way of giving artists something back, you know, and saying, here's a platform.
Yeah.
Come and do this. And then it's up to them to want to do it. And I'm sure you've got a whole list of people, right?
Yeah.
You now, yeah.
Yeah, you'll be so surprised at how many people will want to do it. And I hope it's a success for you. I've got a feeling it will be.
Yeah. If not, we're having fun doing it. And we're getting to meet so many like cool people as well. So
yeah, you get to meet so many cool people. And like you say, this is a platform for us. But musicians also have to come together and they stop having to be, they need to stop being so precious. Oh, what are they doing? Why they haven't got a good voice like me, right? Because this used to be me. They're not as good as me. Why have they got 50,000 followers and I've got 5? Why is their album selling? And the thing is, that is the wrong way to look at being a musician, right? If I can give anybody any advice, the way to look at it is to be yourself, be authentic, and work on the things that you're really good at. Don't work on the things you're not very good at. Do that in another time. Think of the things that really make you sparkle, What are you really good at? Then do more of that. And write songs to inspire people, work with other people, praise other people, be grateful as well, because when gratitude goes a long way, because when you're grateful, you spark other people, you spark something in yourself, makes you feel good. You're going to get more of that,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just knock-on effect.
100%.
Is there, when you was like singing and growing up in that, was there like a certain person that inspired you that made you think, I want to do that? That's who I want to be.
I wanted to be Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
I wanted to be her so bad. And then Madonna, I loved her too.
Yeah.
So, and what I would do is I would try and sound just like Dolly. I can sound like her, all right? Let me show you her. All right. Jolene, 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 Jolene. I'm begging of you, please don't change my name. So I used to really think I was her, and I was inspired by her voice. And so what happened is when I got a bit older, I thought, well, I'm not going to get anywhere being Dolly because there's already a Dolly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a bit from every artist I like and I'm going to make it mine. And I think that is the thing that I have now, because they go, well, you sound like Alison Krauss, you sound like Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
And that's because I take what I love from their voice and I learn it and I go, okay, I'm going to, and I think that's what makes you authentic, And you can't be like anybody else, but you can say, I love that about them. And maybe I can just pinch a little bit of that sugar and add it to my voice,
Yeah. Sometimes it is hard to figure out what your voice sounds like when you are so used to singing other people's songs, because you do morph into them a little bit. Like when I've done covers and stuff, I noticed that I try and sound a bit more like that person, but when I'm doing my own, sometimes I'm like, I don't even know what this should sound like because I'm so used to singing other people's songs. So I think that is quite difficult to figure out who you are.
Yeah, very, very, like, to figure out who you are. It does take a while. But like you say, if you're writing your own songs, your own personality is coming through it and you're going to sound like yourself.
Yeah.
But if you like something in someone, you can always take a little pinch, right? Doesn't hurt. A lot of people do that. All the country stars do it. Everybody wants to sound like Lainey Wilson, so they like to be really sweet, Watermelon moonshine, and they use that kind of country thing because all the girls want to sound a little bit like that, and then a little bit like themselves. It's not a bad thing. It's something we do, so many notes on the stave, and there's only so many melodies. Well, you can do millions of melodies with that, but there's always going to be a crossover where something sounds like someone vocally or musically, which you can't really get away from.
Yeah. What would you say the best advice you've ever got in your career?
The best advice would be, the best advice I've ever got is what I said earlier, which is don't try and be like anybody else and don't try and copy anybody else. Actually believe in yourself and, and hone in on that. That's your niche, you. Because there's not going to be anybody that's like you, You're unique. And what we do is we tend to look at the other side of the vow and go, but they're doing so well. So what am I doing wrong? It's not that you're doing anything wrong. It's just that you're not sticking at what you do long enough.
Yeah, I feel like that's where I struggle sometimes because I don't really sound like anyone else. I'm like, oh, I shouldn't do it because I don't sound like that person. Instead of just pushing myself.
No, that's your key to success.
Yeah.
From me looking at you, and I've told you this, like your key is that unique voice that you have. I've never heard anybody. I mean, I can say someone similar to you, you know, but I've never heard anybody sound like you do. And that's what's going to get you noticed. And what you have to do is you have to really work hard on that. Work hard on it. It's your instrument. You're a business, you know. You've got to look at yourself as a business as well.
Yeah.
The whole package. I'm a business. This is, what do I have about myself? You know, me. I can play the guitar. My voice is pretty good. It's quite powerful.
Your voice is
I'm
amazing.
great at songwriting. And you have a unique voice that no one else has.
And
you know, you've got a great stage presence.
Yeah.
You know, you write great songs, and so you need to put that all in. And the same with you. You know, you have to go, what is good about me? Never looking over the horizon for what anybody else is doing. For inspiration, yes, only. But,
Yeah.
you know, to carve a career for yourself, you really need to say, right, this is what I'm good at. These are my strengths. I never work on my weaknesses. Why?
Yeah.
I'm going to waste time.
Yeah.
Unless you have a mediocre thing where, I mean, I keep working on my guitar work because my guitar work needs to be better. My left hand is great. My strumming sucks. So I just have to keep getting better at that. Right?
Yeah.
But I'm using that to accompany my voice. I'm singing every day and I'm writing as much as I can. And then putting out, and it costs money. We all know it costs money. But it doesn't cost anything to sing into your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To make a little video live.
Yeah.
Right? And then and then promote yourself that way. To one single at a time. It's so much cheaper. One single at a time. At the end of the year, you've got an album.
Yep.
You can look at it like that. That's a great strategy. I just made it up. I think I'm going to do that myself. We're all going to do that now.
Yeah, starting from tomorrow, that's what we're doing.
That's what we're doing. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
What do you think you would have done if you never got into music?
Okay, so I was a dancer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I started dancing and I was very good, and I went to a college in Lewisham, the Laban Centre, and I did contemporary dance, and I trained with the Ballet Rombe, and I was an excellent dancer. So I probably would have been a dancer. I wanted to do both, and for a little while I was in a duo called Tease with this gay guy called Kevin Sheldrake, and we had radio mics, costumes, and we danced and sang like Euro pop songs in all the gay clubs. It was amazing. Heaven, Bang, the lot, and they loved us, and so that was really cool. I don't really dance anymore, but I have been thinking about getting into it.
Yeah, that's good. Have you ever thought about doing like theatre, stuff like that, musical theatre?
Do you know what my daughter said? Chloe said to me, I can really see you in musical theatre, Mum.
Yeah, you would do so well in that.
I don't know. Maybe. I just don't really have a buzz for it at the moment. You know, if I see the right audition come up, then maybe I will. Like, I would love to play Calamity Jane.
Yeah.
Or I'd love that. That would be really cool. And I don't know. It depends if the right role come up for me. I mean, I'd definitely do a dolly.
Yeah.
Do 9 to 5. I'd audition for that and do that. I'd love to do that. It'd be great. Yeah, or Patsy Cline maybe, a life story. Anything that's kind of coincides with country music's great, and even not, you know, like I mean, I was a session singer for a guy, and I sang all these session songs for theatre for Broadway, and one went, "Oh, he makes the best cappuccino," and it was like, and it was that kind of thing. And the song was a really big song, and I played it to Chloe not long ago. She was like, "I can't believe that's amazing." It was a real theatre one, so I can do it.
Yeah.
But I was doing that for money, you know, and I have to really be inspired by something.
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%.
Mm.
What's
Yeah.
next up for you, Starry?
Okay, so next is I really want to do a blues EP, so 5 songs. So I'm going to put The Devil Chose Me on it, the new one I just played you. Maybe the one in the river, because I've
Yes.
just remembered it. You'll be the sunshine. I'm going to do one that I wrote called Cato River, and it sounds like I'm singing about a man, but I'm singing about a boat, and that I went on in Texas, which is really, really nice. It's a blues, and it's kind of like my James Bond. It goes da da na 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 na. Cato River was his name. Hot as September in the Jefferson, Maine. We had a river band dinner on the Mississippi River, sailing on the boat the shore could deliver. It's a really nice song. So it's a real...
Love this.
I could just
Do you
listen
love
to you
it?
all day.
Oh. So it's called Cato River. That one. I have got one that I wrote on that album that I put out last year, or was it 2 years ago now? Called Mr. Blue Man, but I don't know if I want to record that again. Maybe I will. I can't think of what else. Oh, yeah, I don't know if to put Mama on it. Mama's already recorded. You've heard that.
Yeah.
It's like a bluegrass meets garage song. It's really different. Or whether to keep it like a strictly blues album.
Yeah.
So I might just write another 2 songs for it.
With Jack and Jack.
Yeah, we can do it. I keep thinking Jack and Jill. I know, it'd be really cool.
Oh, great. Thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, thank you.
It's been so good having you on. I was really looking forward to it.
Oh,
Yeah.
you've been amazing.
Well, you can tell everyone where to find you.
Okay,
Yeah.
you can find me on starryray.com, and Starry is StarryRay, starryray.com. I'm on Reverb Nation, I'm on Spotify, LinkedIn, Linktree, Facebook. And if you just put Starry Ray in, it will come up. You might get a Starry Ray is like a starfish kind of creature, so you might get that come up. That's not me. When you see someone with a guitar in their hand and quite a big forehead, that's me. So yeah, so that'll be me.
Oh,
But
thank
yeah,
you
it's
so
been lovely. You
much.
two are so funny.
Oh, you're brilliant. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Thanks,
I
darling.
love you both.
Bye.
Thank you, guys. See you later.